Good morning, everyone. This is Mrs. Henneke. Today we will be doing section 9.4, the tangent ratio. And our essential question is, how can we use the tangent ratio to solve for the sides of triangles? So the tangent ratio is a trig function. There are three trig functions that we're going to be talking about, and those are sine, cosine, and tangent. So we're going to start with tangent to learn how to solve for side lengths and angles with them. Today we are just going to be talking about tangent and how to label the triangle and figure out some different side lengths. So when we talk about tangent, we have this kind of formula, and tangent of the angle is going to equal to opposite over adjacent. That's our formula for the day. So when we are doing an example problem, so here it says tangent A equals. So if we want to figure out what the tangent of A equals, we are going to have to be looking at the angle A. So I'm going to look at A. And then to find the opposite and adjacent side, you're going to, I usually label the triangle. So I do this by across from the A is my opposite side. So that's my opposite. Across from the 90-degree angle is your hypotenuse. And then the other one is your adjacent side. It's also right next to your angle that you're looking at. So if I want to write the tangent of A, opposite over adjacent, that would be 3 over 4. And then if that fraction could reduce, you'd want to reduce it. Okay, so now talking about tangent B, it's a different angle, so I need to relabel my triangle differently. So when I do that, angle B is right here, so now my opposite side is the 4. So that's my opposite side. The hypotenuse is still across from the 90, so that's still my H, hypotenuse. And the other part is the adjacent side, so that's 3. So if I have opposite over adjacent, that would be 4 over 3. So the tangent of B is equal to 4 over 3. And again, that can't reduce, so I'm just going to leave it like that, and it's okay to leave it as an improper fraction. So we're going to practice that a little. So if you want to pause and try figuring out what the tangent of S is and the tangent of R is, you can pause the video, and then when you're done, you can play it and you can see the answer. Okay, so if I want to find the tangent of S, I'm going to look at my angle S. I'm going to label this as O for opposite, H for hypotenuse, and A for adjacent. So those are my three sides. If I want to use my formula here, tangent of the angle that we're talking about, so that's what the X stands for. So that's why I'm looking at S, is opposite over adjacent. So the opposite side is 80 over the adjacent side, which is 18. And then that can reduce, so I'm going to divide the top and bottom by 2. So that becomes 40 over 9. And then it also tells me that I need to round this to 4 decimal places. So if I type that in my calculator, 40 divided by 9 is 4.4 repeating. So that would just be 4 fours. So a lot of 4s, because we want to round to 4 decimal places. For tangent of R, I need to relabel my picture. So if I relabel my picture, use a different color. So R is here. Across from that is my opposite side. That's my O. Across from the 90 is my H for hypotenuse. And this one would be my adjacent side. So if I have opposite over adjacent, that's going to be 18 over 80. And then again, this can reduce the same way as above. So I'm going to divide the top and bottom by 2. And this time we'll have 9 over 40. And if I type that in my calculator, I get 0.225. And then since they wanted to 4 decimal places, I'm just going to add 0 so that it's 4 decimal places. Okay, so now we need to talk about calculators. So if you're using a graphing calculator, you need to make sure that your mode is on degree mode, because otherwise it will give you incorrect answers when we're doing this. We decided that we wanted to use Desmos to show you on the screen, and then we always will be doing it the same way. So if you go to desmos.com/scientific, that will give you this calculator here. If you just Google that, the sine, cosine, and tangent are right here. So then and it's in degree mode. So if I was going to type in tangent 24, I would click tangent 24, and that would give you your answer right up here. So we have 0.4452. And then that's what I would get for my answer. So take your calculator or use Desmos, go in there, type these 3 things in, and see if you get what we got here. So pause the video, try it, and then see your answer. So tangent of 77 is 4.3315. Tangent of 88, 28.6363. Tangent of 90 should give you an error. If it is not working on your calculator, go to Desmos and use the Desmos calculator, because we don't want you to get the questions wrong because you're in the wrong mode. Okay, so now let's use the tangent ratio to actually solve for a side. So use a tangent ratio to find the length of h. So here's my h here. That's what we're trying to find. That's like your x. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. So when I'm setting this up, I know my angle here that I'm given is 63. So I'm going to write tangent, and then the angle goes right there. So tangent 63, because that's what they gave us, equals, and we need our opposite side. So across from there is my opposite side. So that's h over my adjacent side, which is 17. And then to solve this, I'm going to put this over 1 to create some proportions, and then I can cross multiply to solve. So if I cross multiply here, I'll have that h times 1, so that's h is equal to 17 times the tangent of 63. So then what I want to do is I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to type in 17, so I'm going to clear this, 17 times, and it was tangent 63. Tangent 63. And then my answer comes up right there, 33.36. So if I round to the nearest tenth, I'll get 33.4 as my answer for h. Okay, so then what I want you to do is go and do the practice problems that we have provided, and there's an answer key that you can check your answer with. And then you can go on to Big Ideas and for your exit ticket to show that you've completed the learning, and do page 491, numbers 1, 3 through 6, and 8. Everyone, have a great day.